When I was 14 years old, my father was forced to retire and the family fell into poverty. I worked as a janitor in my high school and did many jobs in my college to help my family. In 1979, I came to the United States to get a PhD in chemistry. I used to get about $300 a month when I was teaching undergraduates while still working on my PhD. And I'll take $75 out of my $300, send it home so that my family can put food on the table. And then 3 months out of the year, I will not get paid. And there were times when I couldn't afford to keep my apartment. In 1982, I came to University of Michigan. And at Michigan was where I first dreamt about my American dream. And I started a small business. So I just had one employee, and I grew that business to about 20 employees. At the time, my boys were 4 and 8 years old, and my first wife died. And I had to deal with my sorrow, and I had to deal with my children's sorrow, and raise the boys as a single father while running a business and creating jobs. The business kept on growing. I met a wonderful woman. I got remarried again. In 2008, I had several small companies, and then came the Great Recession. And you all remember, Michigan suffered the most in that recession. And Bank of America, who were too big to fail, had absolutely no problem taking charge of my business, liquidating it, and getting themselves paid in full. They gave me a cardboard box and said, if you want to take some of your personal belongings, feel free to do so. And I go to my desk and take my children's pictures and put it in the box. And as walking out, I see this award I had won a year ago, an Entrepreneur of the Year award from Ernst & Young. So as I took the Entrepreneur of the Year trophy and putting in my cardboard box, I said, I'm going to win another one of these very soon. My wife and I took all of our assets, put it into a budget rental truck. Next day in Ann Arbor, I had an appointment with a real estate agent who showed me a rental space that used to be a lab. And the business grew rapidly. My business is a chemical testing, chemical analysis business, helping consumers fight big corporations. And last 6 years created 50 high-paying jobs. So last year, I won that award again, Entrepreneur of the Year award.
Dr. Shri Thanedar.
I am so glad that I will be able to take this trophy and sit it right next to the one I won in 1999. Thank you so much. At that point, I felt I have achieved my American dream. But American dream is fading all across America. American dream is fading more so in Michigan than any other state in America. Having dealt with being a single father, I'm so grateful to America. I'm so grateful to Michigan for my American dream. And at this point, I have decided to spend the rest of my life to public service because I want to help others achieve their American dream. I am a big supporter of women's rights. Equal work, equal pay. And a woman has the right to choose. It's that simple.
Once we legalize in 2018, I would like to expunge the records of anyone with minor possession, nonviolent. So we as a state will seal their records so they can not be discriminated when they go for employment or when they apply for loans. So that's what my focus would be. And I would use my position as the governor and find a legal way to pardon these non-violent offenders in the prison.
Michigan lawmakers just passed a bill taking money away from the public schools and giving it to for-profit charter schools. We must outlaw for-profit charter schools in Michigan. Lansing government and politicians are corrupted by dark money and special interest. I have taken a pledge not to accept a single penny from corporate special interest. Let us bring transparency and ethics back in Lansing. Our country is too affluent, too successful for anyone not be covered under health care. There are nations less fortunate than us who take care of their citizens' health care. I think if we can, if we have the will, if we have the leadership, we can bring Medicare for all in America. That's right. And finally, we have to take care of our veterans' health care. They risk their lives for United States of America, and many of them are suffering in poverty today and have health issues. We need to provide the health services they need. Prescription medicine is most expensive in America than any other country, and that makes a big difference for seniors. I want to bring a system of Medicare for all that will allow us to negotiate better prescription drug prices. Good morning, how are you? I'm here to fight for 15, so let's make some noise.
That's real easy. Come on. A drunk man can sing that. McDonald's, McDonald's, can't you see?
I believe in a progressive tax structure where the rich, the ultra-rich, and the corporations pay their fair share, and we put people over profit. Hi, this is Shri Thanedar, candidate for Governor of Michigan. I am an immigrant, a PhD chemist, a scientist who has analyzed soil and air and water with my own hands using mass spectroscopy and chromatography. I understand the importance of keeping our environment clean and pure, and that's why I have taken a pledge not to accept a single penny from the fossil fuel industry. I want to keep Michigan waters clean and pure. We are the stewards to keep and protect 20% of world's supply of fresh water. And I'll do that by shutting down Line 5 immediately. I'll also make sure that we replace the lead pipes in not only in Flint, but all over Michigan, so our residents can get pure, clean water, drinking water. That's essential. I believe that's a human right and not a privilege. Additionally, I will hold corporations accountable for those that leave toxic chemicals in the soil, which eventually finds its way into the Michigan's waterways. We must minimize burning of coal for production of power. Wind and solar energy is the future, and I would like to see by 2050, Michigan is 100% clean energy, that we stop fossil fuel and we stop burning coal in Michigan. I want to put pure back into Michigan, and to have the real pure Michigan, a governor that is a scientist, a governor who is a chemist, a governor who has ran small chemical testing labs for last 26 years, analyzing for contaminants, analyzing for impurities in our air, water, in soil, in food. That's what I bring, a strong awareness of keeping our environment clean and pure, and I will have a scientist approach to addressing it. You can know more about my environmental policies on my website, Shri2018.com. Elect a scientist to be our next governor to ensure a pure, clean, and safe environment for all of us, our children, and our grandchildren. Have a nice day.